So here today, I want to demo Andromium OS and Andromium platform for people interested in learning more about it. So right now, this is a Galaxy Note 3. We're planning to support all the major Galaxy S phones as well as the Note lines of phones. So I'm demoing today running on my Galaxy Note 3. As you can see, it's run strict Android at this point. You don't have to root it or have to have a separate ROM for it. It's just an application that you can install from Play Store. So we have a beautiful design dock with HDMI going back into the big ass screen TV you see now, plus mouse, plus power plugged in. And we're just gonna dock right now. And it takes about 3 seconds, and the dock will automatically detect that all the components are there and will launch our desktop OS. So there you go. So this is Andromium desktop screen. So it's model after Windows 7. So you get a lot of the look and feel of like Windows 7 kind of user interface as well as user experience. So we can see there's widgets on the side, apps, double click to launch them. So this is our browser app. I'll come back to it in a little bit. The first thing I want to highlight is the fact that we have a suite of Andromium apps that's available for our users. Andromium app, unlike most Android apps, you can run them as Windows apps. You can maximize them, you can put them back, and you can also have multiple apps running side by side on top of each other. You can also minimize. So basically how you would interact with Windows 7 is how you would interact with Andromium apps. In addition to Andromium apps, we also support the standard Android apps that the user has installed on their phone. So for example, let's try YouTube apps. So we can bring up YouTube, and YouTube will run as a full screen app because unlike Andromium apps, Android app currently only support full screen. But in addition to the full screen app, you can still run Andromium on top. So for example, we have YouTube running now. We can bring our browser back. Let's go to TechCrunch. And our browser will automatically load up the desktop version of the website you want to go. And it's a full feature browser, so multi-tab functions. So, okay, as you can see, everything in Android still runs in the background. So all your notifications, all your phone calls, everything still comes through. If you have something urgent coming through, you can notice right away. You have both OS running at the same time, essentially. Sorry about the interruption. Let's go back. Okay. So beyond that, again, we're talking about a full feature browser. So if we want, we can play video. We can play videos online. We can even play some basic HTML5 games. So in our sense, we'll just load up a quick video. Internet seems to be a little bit slow here. Okay, while that's loading, we can talk about other functions of the app. So we can see we have full Android apps along with Andromium running at the same time, and you can interact with them through our taskbar. If you want to get back to the home desk, there's a home button. Click once, and we'll automatically bring you back to the desktop UI. Now on the side, we're supporting the standard set of Android widgets. So I can, once it loads up, I can remove existing widgets. And then I can add them back. So right now we only support widgets on the right side of the UI to have the same kind of Windows 7 look and feel. So for example, I want my CPU widget back. And there we go. So that's how you add and move widgets. Again, we have a suite of games. So if you want to have browsers, interact with keyboards, and if you're curious about playing games, it supports the standard set of interfaces like you would Windows 7, which means that has both right-click and left-click capabilities. So if you know how to use Windows 7, you would know how to use our desktop OS. Okay, let's see if we can go back in the browser space. Technical difficulty.
Where can we find Andromium right now?
Andromium right now is going to be a Kickstarter project we're going live with. The dock is fully finished design, and we have a production line waiting to go. We need to raise money for our Kickstarter campaign in order to fund the production line. The operating system right now, the OS is completely ready. It's ready for our user. But as you can see, the UI looks a little bit dated. So we're working with a UI designer to revamp this entire user interface, keeping the same experience, but more modern looking UI. And that's going to be a major effort before the app's release in January for our users. So we're targeting to have our Kickstarter campaign end at mid-January and have all the software as well as the dock shipped to the user at the end of January. The software will be released on the Play Store, so you can just download it directly from Google Play Store. Let's try one more time so you can get a video up and going. There you go.
Is there any way you can run this video and an additional video that is perhaps not in the browser?
Oh, absolutely. So if we want to see how far our phone can go, we can load 4 or 5 videos at the same time. So let's try this. So the first video we can play on, let's say, our full screen YouTube app. So let's get the trailer up. I think everybody loves Fast and Furious. So I think definitely this is a good trailer to have. Okay, so while this trailer is running, we're gonna run a separate video off our smartphone.
Are you freaking out? No. Yes, you are. Can somebody just walk me through what we're supposed to be doing?
This is also HD video we're playing at the same time. Now we're gonna bring back our browser. And we're gonna continue our beautiful water video from Vimeo once it's patched up. So we have some technical difficulties still with Vimeo. One second.
Oh, come on.
There we go. So what you're seeing is three simultaneous videos running at the same time, 2 of them being streamed, the YouTube app in full HD, as well as Vimeo video in full HD, and we have another video file playing locally. Now obviously we can actually even toss more at the system, but you know, it is still a smartphone CPU, so there is a limit. For example, if we want to even put a small program, say music running in the background, but there is a limit to your CPU, but we think that most people will be surprised how far they can push their phone.
Fantastic.
Any other things you want to see? I mean, we definitely want to hear from our users.
So when you're docked like this, you're sort of going to desktop mode. But let's say I grab my phone and want to.
Oh, absolutely.
So how does the experience cross over?
So right now you can see everything's running. Everything, it's basically pushing the CPU as far as it can. If let's say we're ready to go, pull the phone out. Don't have to do anything special. It takes about anywhere from 1 to 5 seconds, depending how much is going on. But now we're back to phone mode, right? So, user don't have to, shut down. They don't have to worry about suspending or anything like that. The system will automatically take care of itself.
And I figure this one's tricky, but let's say I'm browsing in Andromium browser and I pick up my phone and go.
Yep.
Is that state carried over to
It's
a mobile
currently
browser?
not shared with other apps within Android. So right now, Andromium browser, its state cache is stored for itself. And we're actually working on, like for example, all the Android apps actually retain state okay. One of the features we're working on is also retaining states for Android for Andromium app as well. So next time you come back, your browser page will be there. It's automatically reloaded for you. That is a feature we're planning for March or April release. So definitely getting the existing OS out there for our users already. It's a current major thing we're working on.
Okay, well, we want to thank you very much for this presentation, and thank you for being our first beta user.
So if you have any questions, definitely feel free to contact us. We'd love to hear from other tech people that's interested on what we're working on.
And this is for you, Gordon Zhang, former senior developer at Google. and the developer behind Andromium. Thank you very much, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you.